If I asked you right now, who do you think was going to win the women's 100 meter final at the Paris Olympics, you'd probably be thinking Sha'Carri Richardson in your head right now. In fact, if I asked you today, July 28, who was the fastest woman, you probably think Sha'Carri Richardson. Now, some might think Shericka Jackson, some might think Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, and those some would just be wrong because it's Sha'Carri Richardson right now. And that makes sense. That makes perfect sense to why you would think that. But I don't think we should rely on Sha'Carri Richardson. As fast as she is, there are still people that want to see her fail. In fact, there's a whole slew of people that still want to see her fail. You have your fans, obviously, like me, of course, and then you have your Jamaican fans, of course, and then you just have the negative people overall who just don't like to see Sha'Carri because of a thing that happened 3 years ago. Correct? Now, at the end of the day is going to end, and we all know what Sha'Carri can do. We saw her come out of the blocks last year slower than mostly everybody else, and she still won in Budapest. We saw that in the very most right lane. Who would have thought? You had Shelly, you had the Jamaicans in the middle. Everybody was focused on them. The camera was panned on them. Everybody was thinking it was going to be one of them, and then Sha'Carri said, I'm back, I'm better, you'll see. And she proved it. She proved that she was back. She proved that she was better. And she got the job done by winning that gold medal at the World Championships in Budapest. And again, even this year, she has shown so much talent. And the crazy part is that nobody's even close to her. It's not even close. And whose fault is it? Is it Sha'Carri's fault for being so fast? Is it the Jamaicans' fault for not having their coaches like Stephen Francis and Glenn Mills coach up these younger Jamaicans that are there, like the Clayton twins, and not make sure that they can get where they need to go? Because again, the twins are at an age where Sha'Carri was at when she ran her 10.73. That's how talented Sha'Carri was. She was doing this right when she got to LSU. She was running these fast times, and to be honest with you, I don't blame her. I don't blame her for thinking she's cocky. I don't. She can be cocky. To me, she can be cocky because she has proved what her worth is. She has proved that she's one of the best runners in the world ever. And again, even when it did come down to the finals at the USA Olympic Trials, we saw what Sha'Carri ran. She ran a 10.71 season's best, followed by Melissa Jefferson with a 10.80 PB and TT Terry with a 10.89. And on the Jamaican side, it's not even. I'm going to be honest with you guys. They're the only ones that I would like to worry about. Yeah, you got your Daryl Nita and all them. You know, your Julian Alfred, who I think is actually somebody who is way more important than the Jamaicans right now. If anybody we should be talking about, it should be Julian Alfred. And then you have like your mid, almost kind of good runners like your Iwa Swoboda, people like them, for example. And I really do think that we will see Sha'Carri Richardson break that 10.7 barrier. Now, I don't want you all to rely on Sha'Carri Richardson. I want you all to depend on Sha'Carri Richardson, okay? Because she's not going to lose. If she lose, she lost because of her own mind. If she lose, she lost because she didn't think she could win. If she lose, that's because some injury happened at that time. If she lose, it's because she wanted to purposely lose. Because I don't see any way she can lose. Again, the only person that I think would have a shot this year is Julian Alfred. She's it. Because everybody else is honestly trash. And not in the sense of they're actually trash, but as far as winning a medal, a gold medal, nobody's close. And now I know you got your Jason Spears, but I don't think, well, not Jason Spears, I'm sorry. I know you got your Shericka Jackson and, your Tia Claytons, but they're 10.8. And, again, they always say Stephen Francis knows what he's doing. He knows when they need to peak. I don't think they're going to peak enough to beat Sha'Carri Richardson. I just don't think it's going to happen. And even, let's say this. Let's say they all want to go to the semifinals, right? Let's say you got all three Americans. Let's say you got Sharika Jackson, you got Tia Clayton. Let's say you got Julian Alfred. Let's say you got Kambunji somewhere in there. Let's say you got Iwo Sabota in there. They're just throwing in some fillers. Let's say you got those people in there. What is that going to do, right? What is that going to do to her? She's not scared of them. She's raced them before, raced them plenty of times. She knows how they run. She knows that they're older. She knows that some are too inexperienced. She knows that this is her first time going to the Olympics as well. So she knows that she has a point to prove. She has nothing to lose. Again, going against people that are too experienced, they're too old, they're going out the door. They're going out the door. You have some that are too young, they're just coming in. But then you got Sha'Carri right in the middle. She's just right in the middle. Even though this is her first time going to the Olympics, remember guys, this is her second time qualifying to go to the Olympics. Just remember that. So, I say this to say one thing, and I mean it. Sha'Carri Richardson is not going to lose. In fact, I believe Sha'Carri Richardson is going to break that 10-7 barrier. I believe it. I do believe it. I don't see why she wouldn't. I do believe that she can. I don't see how she could not. Because at this point, and y'all seen that relay? Oh, she's going to bring some medals home. She has it. She's bringing 2 medals home, 2 gold medals at that. And I just want you all to calculate America's gold medal price, or I should say price, but America's gold medal standings is $37,500, right? Now that is kind of on the low ball, but they said that's because we have so many Americans going to the Olympics. So the more there is, the cost decreases. We know how that goes. But she's bringing $75K home. She is. I'm telling you, she is. She's going to bring $75K home, and then she has her sponsors. She's going to, either way it goes, it's a win-win for her. There's no way it's a lose-lose in this situation for her. She's going to win the golds. She's going to get the sponsors as she already is. She's going to get the American pool. She's going to get the international fans. It's just going to happen. It's her time. Her time is now. Her time will be here for a while. And I believe that.